Hello guys, this is JackLater, and I want to welcome you out to my Periscope. Let me get my phone ready here right now, and I'm going to give people a few minutes to get on here. I'm going to talk about why I love internet marketing and why I continue to do it year after year, and why I enjoy the freedom and the income that internet marketing provides. And feel free to share by swiping up or up and down or sideways and clicking on the share button. Also, love getting hearts, and if you get value from this, appreciate it if you click the hearts as many times as you want. And so what we're going to do right now, I'm going to talk about why I love internet marketing and how it can benefit you. This is all about you. I love sharing my story about why I do internet marketing and how it's affected my life, and because it really has made a big difference in our family. Just a couple of days ago, I made about $700 just in one single day from internet marketing. So whatever business you happen to be in, or if you're a mom or a dad who's trying to decide if you can make money on the internet, you absolutely can do it. So I want you to get out a pen and paper and take some notes. And I just hope that my story is gonna influence you in a positive way. Now, I want to give people time to get on this Periscope right now. So we're going to start in about 3 minutes. So hang on here if you just barely got on.
Me and welcome me.
And what I'm going to do is in the next few minutes, next 3 minutes, I'm going to play you an audio by Zig Ziglar and on motivation. And I really love listening to Zig Ziglar. I was introduced to Zig Ziglar many years ago by a close friend of mine, and he really is very impactful, very positive person. Unfortunately, he died about a year ago or so, but he made a huge impact in the home-based interest, in the home business industry, as well as many industries out there. So anyway, we're going to start, like I said, in about 2 or 3 minutes. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy this short motivational speech by Zig Ziglar. So we're going to play that for a few minutes while we're waiting here.
Mr. Zig Ziglar.
So I'm going to jump up here for a minute and do a couple things, getting ready for the day. So enjoy the video right here. Enjoy the audio, that is. So 3 minutes and counting.
Just for a moment, let's play a game. Let's pretend that your telephone rings tomorrow morning. And the voice on the other end
Hope
says,
you can hear this.
I've got some marvelous news for you. We've just won a trip to Acapulco. There are going to be 4 of us that can go. There are only 2 of us, my wife and myself. We leave at exactly 8:45. We're going to stay on the beach 4 days. We will live in a millionaire's villa. We will have everything at our beck and call. We will live the life of luxury for 4 full days. Now remember, John, we leave tomorrow morning at 8:45. My only question is, can you be ready to go at 8:45? May I see the hands of those who could, in fact, respond and say, yes, I could go. Just for a moment, let's continue the game by saying, you got the telephone call, you accept it, then all of a sudden it dawns on you, hey, I've got some things to do. As a matter of fact, I've got to do this and this and this.
It started in about 2 minutes.
And as a matter of fact, you turn to your wife and say, honey, I just don't know whether or not we can make it or not. She says, now hold the phone, John. She whips out a sheet of paper. She says, now what's the first thing we got to do? What's the second thing? What's the third thing? What's the fourth thing? What's the fifth thing? How many of you, honest to goodness, believe that during the next 24 hours you could get more done than you normally get accomplished in 3, 4, 5, 6 days? Would you hold up your hands, please? Here's my question, please. Why don't you go to Acapulco tomorrow? Every day of your life. Why don't you in your own mind say, tomorrow I go to Acapulco if I get this done?
Okay, we're getting started in about 2 minutes here.
Do you realize
Why I enjoy marketing on the internet and why you should do it too. I think the story is powerful. So anyway, let's give people time to jump on this Periscope before I start. Hope you enjoy this.
that you wanted to or
Enjoy Zig Ziglar for a couple minutes while I get things going here.
Coming in on the plane yesterday, which is generally the way I fly.
I'm going to put a couple things together for my my wife. She asked me to do. While we're waiting here. Look at this drawing. Look, check this out. This is a drawing that my grandmother made probably 50 years ago of a home that she lived in. Anyway, incidentally, her husband ran a restaurant, the first restaurant he ever opened, and it was a phenomenal success. And I learned a lot of things from my grandpa. Anyway, we're going to start in about a minute. Give me a minute here.
And about what life is. And I would like to, during these next few minutes, climb down right inside of your mind. I'd like to climb down in your emotions. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to say some things to you that are going to have an impact, and you will, in fact, not be the same.
Give me about a minute. I'm going to photocopy something here while we're waiting for everybody to jump on. So about 60 seconds or so, we're going to start as I talk about why I do internet marketing and why I love it.
Second, you had a time limit. And third, you listed the obstacles, the things you had to do in order to get the trip
hanging on there.
Acapulco. I'm going to talk to you tonight about goals. There are 4 basic reasons why people do not have goals. Number 1, they have not been sold. Now, friends, I'm flat going to sell you on why you got to have them. I didn't say I wanted to. I didn't say I was going to try to. Didn't say I hope to. I flat said I'm going to sell you on why you must have them. The second reason a lot of people don't have goals is they do not know how to set those goals. I'm going to give you a basic formula for setting those goals.
Give me another minute here, guys.
You will follow it.
I'm trying to photocopy something that's really important.
Goals is they have fear.
My printer isn't working too good right now.
When you say,
oh, darn it.
This I'm going to do. Even if you do not tell anyone else, when you set a goal, there's a certain amount of risk involved. Then the fourth reason a lot of people do not have goals is because they have a poor self-image. If you
ever thought about that?
Deserve success.
It's a good reason to work on ourselves, huh?
Deserve a bigger home.
Anyway, give me another 30 seconds. I'm running a little bit behind, but I'm going to talk all about why I love internet marketing. Give me another 30 seconds.
Then you'll do things that will keep you from getting them. Let's look at number 1. Let's sell you on the idea of having goals. Are they important? At Yale University in 1953, they did a study of the graduating seniors. They discovered that of the graduating seniors, only 3% of them had definite, predetermined, written down goals. 20 years later, they did another survey of those seniors who had graduated. They discovered that the 3% who
we're just about ready to start right now.
Had accomplished more than the 97% who had not written them down.
Can you imagine that? Isn't that amazing? Anyway, I'm going to start right now. Just a second.
Or are you a wandering generality? Are goals necessary? I'm going to say...
Well, he's got some good points there, doesn't he? Anyway, let me get started right now. Why I enjoy internet marketing. And you know what? Internet marketing really has made a big difference in my life. And those of you who came on earlier when I first started the Periscope today, just a couple of days ago, I made about probably about $725, I think, in my internet marketing business just in one day. And, it really does make an impact. I'm a school teacher, and I enjoy teaching at the college and university that I teach at. I actually teach at 2 different institutions. But and I also taught high school for quite a while, and even junior high school. And as you can imagine, it really is difficult to earn a good living as a teacher. There's stability there, and there's insurance, especially for full-time people, but it's very difficult to make a decent living, especially when you have a large family. I have 5 kids and 5 grandkids, and boy, it is hard to make a ends meet on just a teacher's salary. So I've always done other things in addition to teaching, and the most significant thing I've ever done was internet marketing. Several years ago, even before I started doing the kind of internet marketing I do now, I actually had a jewelry store online. See, obviously I couldn't afford a brick and mortar store. That didn't work out for me, and so I hooked up with a company that would send product out for me, drop ship, and that's a great way to go, by the way, is to drop ship products. And I sold gold coin jewelry. I've always been fascinated by old coins, and I've been a collector for many years, but I found out that I could actually make more money selling jewelry than I could rare coins. There's a much better profit margin in jewelry. So I started selling jewelry online, and I just learned as much as I could. I really didn't know what I was doing, and when you start your business, you're not going to really know what you're doing, but you got to start somewhere. You got to have enough persistence and tenacity to just forge ahead, even though you won't know what you're doing. You won't know what you're doing when you start online, but you'll learn as you go. But anyway, I learned how to make websites. I took like a 3 or 4 day course online and learned how to make web pages, and I just threw up a website that sold my jewelry. And I worked real hard at it, putting that jewelry store together. And in the first 3 or 4 months, it was just a lot of work putting that jewelry site together. But here was the advantage of doing it. Okay, and this is what I learned. Number one, I didn't have to put out any money at all in marketing and advertising costs. Now today the internet has advanced quite a bit, and there are lots of advantages in paid advertising. You can scale up with paid advertising where it's really difficult to scale up with free marketing. But anyway, I had the jewelry store, and because I forged ahead and worked really hard, especially at the beginning, it allowed me to have a supplemental business online that supplemented my teaching income for many, many years. In fact, I had that jewelry store for about 13 years. And I really didn't do that much extra with the web pages once I had them up there. I had to change prices from time to time, and that was a little bit of a hassle. But you forge ahead and do what you have to do. But I made I don't remember exactly how much I made, but thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And because it was a jewelry store, it appealed to people that were buying gifts. And so obviously around Christmas time was a wonderful time to sell the jewelry. Now, so especially around Christmas time, it got us through Christmas every single year for 13 years. And always a great supplemental income. And it was always great to see another $1,000 or $2,000 come in a single month, and to supplement my teaching income. So I saw the potential of that business. Now, I didn't make a ton of money, but it was always enough to get me through Christmas, and enough to kind of pay additional bills, and it was wonderful. And so, like I said, I that business did consistently enough and well enough to supplement our family for all of those years, for 13 years. Now, what happened is eventually, back in about 2007, 2008, maybe 2009, jewelry prices started to skyrocket. Excuse me. And so, gold prices went all the way up to about $1,800 an ounce. And so what people were starting to melt down their jewelry rather than buying jewelry. And so I had to give that business up. But it served me so well. Now, having that start gave me a good idea, or it gave me a really awesome taste in what I wanted to do with internet marketing. And even though I lost that jewelry business and I had to give it up, I always wanted to go back online and do something online. And so therefore, a few years ago, I found an affiliate opportunity that really was good. And as a result of that, I got back online. In fact, I was offline for about 5 years. I was actually a tile contractor. And for a few years, my brother got me into that business. But I always wanted to get back online. And incidentally, guys, as I talk about my success in internet marketing, feel free to give me some hearts here and let me know if this stuff is of value to you and if you're benefiting from this. Also, feel free to share this Periscope by swiping up and down or sideways, depending on what kind of device you have. And I just really hope that you get a lot of value from this. And incidentally, you're going to be able to find additional tips and ideas in internet marketing by going to my website, workwithjacklater.com. Again, that's workwithjacklater.com. Anyway, so here I am. It was 5 years since I had done anything internet marketing related, and in that time, the internet changed a lot. When I was doing internet marketing the first time, there was no such thing as YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or heaven forbid, Periscope like we have now. We didn't have any of that stuff. And so I had to really relearn everything. I had to learn from scratch. The only thing I really knew back then was I knew how to put up a website, and I knew how to use keywords and rank to a certain extent on Google. Well, back then it was really Yahoo and some of the other search engines. But so really, 95% of the things that I know right now, I've learned in the last 2 or 3 years. So fast forward to now, I found an affiliate opportunity at that time 3 years ago that was really hot, and so I jumped on that. And the thing is that at that time, I tried a marketing technique that I had never done before, and that's video marketing. And so as a result, what I did is I made a decision that I was going to make one short video a day. And that's what I did. And for 90 days, I did nothing but videos. One video after another. And the thing is I'd never done a video before. There was some fear there. I actually at that time started to just make a bunch of screen share videos. I didn't do a face-to-face video like I'm doing right now. And so I did a whole bunch of screen share videos. And as a result of that decision, excuse me with the glare on my glasses here. I'm just going to take these glasses off because they're kind of smudgy right now. Anyway, as a result of making those videos for 90 days, what happened is that the first 30 days, actually it took me a couple of weeks to get my marketing started, but about a month after that, and again, just making videos, within that first, it's about 5 or 6 weeks, I made about $800. Well, that's kind of cool. The second month, I made about $1,200, and that was at Christmas time when I really needed the money. The third month, I made about $4,300, and man, I was getting it. I was learning how to, there was a learning curve, there's no doubt about it, and you're going to have to go through a bit of a learning curve. You can't be afraid to learn. But I just kept pushing forward. Even though I really didn't know what I was doing, I just kept pushing forward very consistently online, just making videos for 90 days. So $4,300 that third month. During the summer, this was like 6 months later, I was consistently making about $4,000 and $5,000 a month. Then by my 11th month, I actually hit about $11,100. So internet marketing is fun. It's exciting. Yes, you're going to have challenges. It's going to be tough sometimes. You're going to have to just keep moving forward and keep motivating yourself and believe that the end is in sight. At first, you're going to wonder, what in the heck am I doing and how am I going to, you're going to question yourself a lot probably. But you got to just move forward anyway. You need to believe that success is possible despite all of your challenges. And so I love internet marketing because, number one, especially when you're starting out, it's very inexpensive. Think about the old days when you almost had to have a brick and mortar business. My grandfather was a restaurant owner, and he didn't know what he was doing at all. He came from working a ranch in southern Utah he moved to California and opened up a restaurant. He actually purchased a restaurant from a previous owner. And as a result of that, he didn't know what he was doing. He just worked and worked and worked and worked. And he just learned how to do it. He was tenacious, persistent, never gave up. And he made, a ton of money. In his words, he says, I made money hand over fist in that business. And my grandfather was always a great motivator for me because here was a man who had a 9th grade education. That's it. But yet he made a lot of money, and in fact, he made so much money that just from that one restaurant alone, that at the age of about 60, he was able to retire and basically live on his savings until the day he died, and he was about 91 when he died. I learned a lot of things from my grandfather. My grandfather knew nothing about the internet, but I was able to apply a lot of the things a lot of the attitudes that I learned from him, his work ethic, his tenacity, his persistence, his consistency. I was able to apply those virtues, those values on the internet. Let me know, if you have a parent or a grandparent or a relative that you really looked up to, tap the screen a bunch of times and give me a bunch of hearts here. Also, share this video if you're getting value from what I'm sharing with you right now. I really believe that video is king. And obviously, hitting $11,000 in my 11th month was awesome, and it was primarily because of video. Now, I want to share a couple things with you, though. As you move on in your internet marketing business, whatever it is, some of you on this video right now are doing a maybe network marketing company, or your affiliate marketing, or a home business, or whatever business you happen to be in. If you're trying to market on the internet, okay, it's really fun. But there's a few things that will really be to your advantage big time. When I first started doing, when I had that jewelry store online many, many years ago, and I really didn't know what I was doing, by the way, we didn't have the advantage of auto email responders. I really wish I did. I used to try to send out, promotional stuff all the time through the mail, even though I had an internet marketing business. I would send out, coupons and stuff like that. And I would send out, emails by hand. And it just was slow that way. I wish I had an auto email responder. So I'd recommend that it's not recommend, you have to get an auto email responder. It'll make all the difference in the world. It's the one thing that you're able to totally control in your business. You have to build a list. You can go to my site, workwithjacklater.com, and learn how to build a list, an email marketing list. But anyway, you've got to have an auto email responder to follow up with people, because most people don't purchase until after about the 6th or 7th exposure. Also, it's very important that you have a blog, okay? Now, I know a lot of really successful internet marketers. I can name a bunch right now. Ray Higdon, David Wood, Kevin Connect, John Chapman. I mean, I could just the Tracy Walker. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Every one of those people that I know have a blog, and I would say 95% of them that are super successful use blogging just about daily. I do blogging almost every day. I try to get a blog out every day. Now, the advantage of having a blog, even though video marketing is my focus, the advantage of a blog is like the hub of a wheel. It's your home place. You know, what you have on the internet all over now is you have YouTube, you have Pinterest, you have, you have your email marketing, you have Periscope. Now we have Facebook Live, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, you have, think about all the social media that's out there now. Those are the spokes of the wheel, okay? But your hub is your blog. Now, what I do, and I hope you get some value from this, and tap that screen as many times as you want if you're getting value. But what I do is I do what's called the triangle of trust, and I do kind of like what Groupon does. My goal is to get as many emails as I can, and these are targeted emails, people that are interested in internet marketing. So what I do is I'll produce a video. Most of the time it's a video, or I'll put together a short, Facebook post or a status update, or I'll put mostly it's video, and I'll collect an email. Now, once I've collected an email through video or some other means, then I'm able to collect the email. Then I send an email out to those people that I've collected an email from. So I'm building a list. I have thousands and thousands of people on my list, and then I send those people to my blog. So I'll put together a short blog. Sometimes, usually it has a video on it. In fact, this Periscope right now, I will be able to save, and then I can put it on my blog. And then, so I'll send my people, my list to my blog. So it goes video or social marketing, maybe Facebook. So I'll go social marketing, video, Periscope, wherever it is, my spokes. I'll send people to my list, my email autoresponder, and then I'll send them valuable stuff on a daily basis that they could use in their business. I'm trying to help them out in whatever business they're on. And some of those people will join me, some won't, but eventually, at one time or another, many of those people will end up purchasing something from me. And they'll usually purchase something from me when they go to my blog. They'll go to my blog and get lots of value from me. Maybe they'll see another video that gives them help in their business, and then they can purchase stuff on my blog if they want to. So that's what I would encourage you to do, is to have a blog at least. If you go to my website at workwithjacklater.com, you could have access to a blog. You could purchase a blog through there, or any other. A WordPress is probably the best way to go. I wouldn't go with the free blogging platforms, by the way, because you don't have very much control over the free blogging platforms. You need to stay away from the free blogging platforms. Usually free is really what you get. But you need to have your own WordPress blog, and I would highly recommend Empower Network's WordPress blog, no matter what you're marketing. Even if you're not marketing the WordPress or the Empower Network opportunity, I would at least take advantage of their blog because it's designed it's designed for internet marketers, and it has all the plugins that you need. So anyway, so you need to have a blog, but video marketing, I would really highly recommend that you do something with video. Video really is king. Now, if you have a business online, and let's say that you're selling supplies, or maybe you're selling jewelry. I don't know. I don't think jewelry is a very good thing to get into right now, obviously, because gold and silver is still really high. But whatever you're selling, whatever widgets you're selling, you could have a regular site that has where you could sell the stuff on. But you could offer help. Let's say that you're into cars. Maybe you're into old cars, like Corvettes and Camaros. Maybe you could produce videos about how to shop for an old Camaro, or how to shop for a Corvette, and provide a lot of videos to people on maybe tips on how to fix how to change the flywheel of a Corvette. I don't know. You just get creative on what you can provide for the community out there, the YouTube community or Periscope community, or your blog, and just provide lots of video help. Now the videos don't have to be long. Now, this is a Periscope, so it's a little bit longer than my normal videos. Usually when I do a YouTube video, it's usually anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, by the way. And that's very powerful on YouTube and for Facebook. People's attention spans are really short these days when it comes to watching YouTube videos. But on this Periscope here, I hope that you're getting a lot of value from this. So what I'd recommend is just do it. Internet marketing is fun. I really enjoy internet marketing. Again, it's fun. It's inexpensive. It's probably the easiest thing to start, easiest business to start, cheapest business to start, and the return is wonderful. I could sit here on a day and maybe in my pajamas and do my internet marketing, and the next day I could earn, like I said a couple days ago, $700 in a single day. I've had 3,000 days. I've had $3,500 days in my internet marketing business. So anyway, I hope you got a lot of value from this. Go to workwithjacklater.com and check out my tips and tricks and ideas on how to do video marketing, email marketing, blog marketing, how to build a list. The list goes on and on. All of the value that I provide on my website, and it's free. So go to workwithjacklater.com. And and later is just one T, like sooner or later we'll meet. Workwithjacklater.com, and feel free to share this by swiping up and down or right to left, and leave me a bunch of hearts. And I really hope that you'll take that you'll apply what I've taught you. Make some kind of an action today. The people that I've seen that are really successful are consistent, persistent action takers. None of them are perfect. And you might say, well, Jack, you've got a big list. Well, yeah, I do have a big list, but it started out at zero. And I started at the beginning, and I had no money. I absolutely had no money. And you can start with virtually no money, probably no money. If you have a computer, you've got to start. If you have an iPhone, you've got to start. You don't even have to have an iPhone. You can just have a computer. So if there's a lot of questions that you have here, feel free to go to my website and get some more free training, and watch your email and watch your cell phone for notifications on my next Periscope. I'm going to be doing Periscopes almost every day except for Sunday. Most of the time it's going to be around 10 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Every day. I'm going to try to do it around the same time every day. So anyway, I hope you got value from this and from why I love and enjoy internet marketing. So anyway, make it a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.